Election season is underway, and we've got local races happening all over eastern Idaho. Idaho Falls has a number of races. Voters have a chance to weigh in on who will be elected mayor and city council. I am in studio today with Christopher Joseph Brunt. He is one of 7 candidates running for seat 2 on the Idaho Falls City Council. That's the seat that's currently occupied by Lisa Burtenshaw. Lisa Burtenshaw is running for mayor, which is why there's a lot of competition for that seat. Christopher, thank you so much for making the trip down here today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's an honor, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be heard.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about these community seats is I think that people are concerned with hearing all the sides of the stories, and I appreciate this a lot. So thank you.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Let's start with, first of all, why did you decide to run?
It's an open seat. You know, it's open and available. There's no incumbent in this seat. You know, I'm not interested in going up against anybody or having a contest or anything like that. This is all about wanting to serve the community I've lived in my whole life, and that my family has been in since about 1896. 5th generation Idaho Fallsian, and I have invested in the community by purchasing a home here. And I figured this would be a way to invest in it even more, because what better way than to serve the people? So
yeah, deeply rooted in the community.
Very much so,
for
yes.
generations.
Yeah.
So if you're elected, what's the focus of your platform?
I don't have any personal focuses. First and foremost, I think the primary idea behind public office, whether it's city, state, federal, your primary focus needs to be representation. I mean, this country, we fought a war for that because we didn't have it. Mm-hmm. And I think in a lot of ways we've lost that focus. So my focus now and always has been representation first. So I know that there's a lot of people out there who feel like they're not heard. That's been something that's come up a lot, you know, with city council issues. In fact, a lot of people that are running for this particular seat have the same complaint. So that would be a priority, to make sure that the city council represents the full demographic of this city, which is getting more and more diverse all the time with the growth that's happening constantly here.
Yeah.
So focus, of course, would be to focus on what the people want and make sure that the city council is fully and honestly representing all the people in Idaho Falls, or as many people as it can.
You've never held public office before, but about a decade ago you did run for office.
I did, yes.
At the state level.
At the state level, yes. It was on a third-party ticket, but it was an education. It's a lot longer than this. For this little contest, we have 2 months basically. That was almost an entire year. So, but the beauty of that was it was a learning experience like no other I've ever had in my entire life. This one is shaping up to be the same way because it's all kind of compressed into a very, very tight box, as it were, mm-hmm. Of time. And I'm already just swimming in the information. The learning curve is very, very sharp, but it's been fun so far. So
yeah.
Yeah.
What motivated you to get involved in politics back then in that race?
I was raised in a house where that was important. My father came from a family that was extremely political, and our house was no different. My father and I, whenever we'd go on business trips together, even as a little kid, we'd listen to political radio and we'd talk about it, and that kept us interested the whole time. And there's a special place in my heart from my childhood when it comes to politics, and just the idea that you're able to help people. You know, and it can go both ways. You know, if you have a personal agenda, which I don't have, but if you do have a personal agenda, you can end up hurting people too. So mm-hmm. it's a very interesting discipline. So politics, yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said, you are a long-time resident of Idaho Falls, lived here your whole life, but
Yeah.
it goes back in your family for 5 generations.
It does,
that your
yeah.
family's been here.
My great-great-grandmother actually ran for mayor at one point in time.
Oh, did she really?
We have very different political stance. She was a teetotaler, and that brought on some problems for her when she ran her campaign. But we were always told about that growing up. Part of more of that I mentioned, that it was part of my childhood politics, you know. So
What was her name?
Fanny Goodmanson Brunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So sure, her name's probably listed on some
She
historical
actually
document.
has books published in the public library.
Does
She
she
was
really?
she was a published poet. So
Oh,
yeah, a local poet. So
okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So tell us about how you make your living. You're in the food industry?
I am in the food industry, yes. Yes, I've been doing that collectively for about 6 years now. I did it a little bit when I was a teenager and then have come back to it over the last 5 years.
You're currently a chef at, is it Bacon and Blue?
I would not go as far to say chef. The chef mind there is the owner and his wife. But I get the honor of being able to prep cook for them and step in and bask in the glory, as it were. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you don't have a particular agenda, but with your background, just being someone who's worked in this food industry, plus you have just that lifelong interest in politics, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Why should voters consider you as a candidate for city council?
I'm someone who's generally interested in doing the job. I'm sure you'll get that with other candidates as well. There's a vast array of them, but I'm someone who's invested in this community. You know, I'm someone that understands that it's more important to help people than to hurt people. I'm someone that wants to see this city grow. I'm someone that wants to see this city bloom and flourish. I love this town. It's why I've been here. My family's here. My family's been here. My grandchildren are here. That's super important. I'm not just running because I have a grudge or I have a score to settle. It's none of that at all. It's just a desire to serve. You know, I'm ready to listen, I'm ready to learn, and I'm ready to work. And I think that's what makes me really qualified for this position.
Got it. So for people watching, we'll remind them one more time. Christopher is one of 7 candidates running for seat 2. Election day is November 4th. Christopher, been a pleasure to get to know you a little bit here. Thanks for making the trip again. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. This is a fabulous interview. I'm a big fan of your work, Rhett, so thank you very much for having me here. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.